guys, Joe Biden put a down payment on terrorism. You realize that, right? When he gave Hamas $100 million, and there's going to be a speech tonight, he's scheduled to address the nation. I'm not sure exactly what he's going to say. Between all the dribble drabble that I expect to hear. But I doubt that it will be inspiring. This man flew all the way to Israel for a photo op. Basically, spent what was it, several hours there, and called Hamas one of the teams. Guys, I want to be emphatically clear, and I have been. I stand with Israel. I can't stand the fake behind conservatives that are out there. That are claiming perhaps that they're anti-Zionist or whatever. Listen, if you're anti-Zionist, you're anti-Jew, you're anti-Semitic. All right, let's just make this simple and clear. If you're comparing this to Russia and Ukraine, please, let's be for real. This threat is going to hit America, and I can say that because it already has. It already has. We've seen it at 9/11. We've seen the Oklahoma. We've seen the Oklahoma. No, I'm sorry. Excuse me, not the Oklahoma bombing. We've seen the. In part the Oklahoma bombing. We've also seen Pulse nightclub right here in Orlando, Florida. That had nothing to do with gays, by the way. The media still to this day here in Orlando, they're trying to convince people that had to do. That was exclusively. I mean, the murderer was out to kill gays, and that is absolutely not the truth. But that's still the media narrative today. That is not true. He was an Islamic terrorist that was out to kill some people, and he wanted the easiest targets possible. He literally went to what was called downtown Disney at the time. Now it's called Disney Springs. But he realized there was too much security there. He thought that he would not be able to slaughter, as sick as this sounds, excuse me, he thought that he would not be able to slaughter as many people. And so he decided to go to a place that he Googled to see if there was a nightclub or something like that open. There were a couple of places that he looked at, but he decided that the Pulse nightclub was the best place. He walked in, there wasn't security, and he was able to go buck wild in there. That's Islamic jihadism. And it's here. I don't know when we'll see it again, but I suspect we will. And quite frankly, if I'm as demonic and evil as those people and Joe Biden is in the White House, to me, this seems like the perfect time, especially with a president that'll travel all the way to Israel, not say a damn thing about American hostages, and other hostages are still being held by these evil people. God knows what's happening to them. This is the perfect time for them to strike. China is on the march. We'll get to that as well. Did you guys know this? Did you guys hear about this? The Pentagon has declassified nearly 200 intercepts between the U.S. and Chinese warplanes. You guys hear about that on the news? It's all over the place, right? CNN, MSNBC, all over the place. You turn on the news, and you're going to know, because our journalists are so informative, that America has literally been intercepted by Chinese fighter jets. Or they intercepted, Chinese fighter jets or warplanes. Nearly 200 times. Did you know that? Just since Biden entered office, we know about the balloons that are flying overhead and spying on Americans, but I hadn't heard about this. Had you heard about this? Absolutely astonishing.